Number 13, the lack of well-defined, the lack of well-defined power of decision. As a leader, as a person, you have to get to the point where you can make a decision in your life. You have to be a person that make a decision. I was talking with one of my friends. She's a coach. Yesterday, she lives in California, and we are trying to do business in Dubai. I told her, Tatiana, why don't you move to Texas? And then, because she want to move out of LA. I said, move to Texas. She said, oh no, Raph, I'm moving to Dubai. I'm on mission. I would say, whoa. Tatiana, matter of fact, you're probably gonna hear from her very soon. She's a great, great coach from France. Very, 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 very beautiful, wonderful person. Beautiful soul, great, great giver. She built a big company up to $50 million, and she sold that couple months ago. Now she's on mission to add value to others. I would say, wow. You have to be able to make decisions. Matter of fact, maybe you are failing because you never make decision. You make a decision to come to the school, but somebody else tell you, oh, why do you learn all this nonsense? It's going to even frustrate you. Where are you going to do it? You don't live in America. Maybe all this back and forth, and you believe it. Why do you have to start that business? Yeah, business is tough. Why don't you just get a job? And then you back out from your decision. Or you're probably a leader, and you have to make a choice. But you want to listen to everybody. You want to waive everybody's decision before you decide and make a move. You have to be able to make a decision and stick with the decision. Firm decision. Like, this is how it's going to go in your house, with your business, in your own life. Like, I'm going to the gym. I will exercise once a week for the next 5 years. Even if I'm in a plane, I will exercise for 30 minutes every day at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or midday the rest of my life. If you're in a plane, you get up and walk around for 30 minutes. It's doable. If you are going through the airport, you can walk around for 30 minutes. If you're at the event, that time is your exercise time. You get there and dance, do all the type of move. People are like, oh, what's going on? The music is not that hard. But you know what you are doing. You make a decision, and you are sticking with the decision. When you learn how to make a decision, stick with the decision. You can change approach, but you must do what you say you're going to do. I have people who call me and say, oh, Coach Raph, so how about pivoting? If it's not worked the way we thought it was going to work, you change the approach, but you don't give up. You don't give up. Because challenge will always arrive. It's always going to be a problem. The lack of well-defined power of decision. And this is something we have to develop. We have to develop. You probably never make a strong decision before. And then when you find yourself in front of 2,000 people, you have to make a decision. You have to be really, really tough. Some decision can cause everybody to leave. I love when the Lord Jesus made his sermon. When he finished his first sermon with all his followers, more than 5,000, he preached something so tough. And I'm sure at that moment he had to decide to tell them the truth. And 5,000 people left him. A church of 5,000, 12 people. 12 stayed. He said, you guys are not leaving. He said, no, we don't have a boat anymore. We don't have house, Where shall we go? So even those, there was just, they have no choice. So they stay because they have nowhere to go. But guess what what we become? Look at the Christianity all over the world. Look at how many people actually give their life to Christ today. I'm one of the product of that. Maybe if he, without the disciple, I don't know. Maybe I could have been gone. The will to make a decision. Everybody will never agree with you. Matter of fact, sometimes as a leader, you have to be able to stand alone. You think about a decision and press it and make a decision. And make sure you look at the interests of the people first. Because that's what leadership get down to it. Not your interests. How this going to help the people? If that can help the people, press on. If you are looking for your own interests, that may lead you to failure. And sometimes that's why it's hard for us to make that decision, because we want to save ourselves in the cost of other people.